Have you ever finished a game and thought that was amazing? But where's the sequel? Nintendo Switch has given us countless unforgettable adventures, from emotional indie masterpieces to groundbreaking exclusives, but some of its greatest titles have been left hanging without the follow-up they truly deserve. These are the games that made us laugh, sweat cry, and keep whispering, please just one more. In this video, we're counting down 10 Nintendo Switch games that absolutely deserve a sequel based on fan love, critical acclaim, and untapped potential. Whether it's an epic story that ended too soon, or a unique gameplay formula begging to return, each pick on this list left us craving for more. So grab your Joy-Con, sit back, and let's dive into the worlds we can't stop dreaming about, because some adventures simply can't end with just one game. Few games capture the spirit of fun like Snipperclips. This little co-op gem launched alongside the Switch and instantly became a fan favorite for friends, couples, and families alike. You and your partner play as two adorable paper characters who must cut each other into shapes to solve puzzles. And yes, it's as chaotic and hilarious as it sounds. The physics, the laughter, the occasional "what are you doing" moments, pure Nintendo magic. But it's been years since we last saw anything from this franchise. A sequel could take Snipperclips to a whole new level. Imagine online multiplayer creative puzzle editors, or themed worlds that evolve with player-made content. Snipperclips 2 could easily be the next big co-op craze for the Switch 2 generation. For a console built around joy and creativity, this charming masterpiece deserves another chance to make us smile and argue all over again. Let's be honest, 1 to 2, Switch had a weird start. It was quirky, sometimes awkward, and didn't quite hit its stride. But deep down, there was a spark of something incredibly fun. This was the first game that truly showed off the Joy-Con's magic motion controls, HD rumble, and the power of face-to-face play. From cow milking to sword duels, it was ridiculous in the best possible way. Now imagine a proper sequel, a fully realized 1 to 2 Switch 2 with massive online party modes, creative mini-games inspired by classic Nintendo franchises, and seasonal events to keep players coming back. The Switch has become a social console, and no game screams Nintendo energy like this one. Give it polished production, tight minigame design, and a good dose of humor, and it could easily become the Mario Party of a new generation.
Soda Shake, air guitar.
When Nintendo handed its beloved Mario to Ubisoft for a crossover with the Rabbids, no one expected greatness, but sparks of hope proved everyone wrong. This game took the tactical grid formula and injected it with chaos, color, and heart. Every battle felt rewarding, every world was bursting with creativity, and even the Rabbids. Yes, those Rabbids somehow became lovable heroes. But with all its improvements over the first game, it still feels like there's more story to tell. Imagine a sequel that expands beyond the Mushroom Kingdom, a cosmic adventure featuring other Nintendo universes, co-op missions, or even character crossovers with Donkey Kong or Zelda. Sparks of Hope 2 could be the perfect evolution of this surprising strategy hit. Ubisoft and Nintendo struck lightning twice, and we're all hoping they bottle that spark one more time.
Go now!
When Cuphead arrived on the Switch, it instantly became a modern classic, a love letter to 1930s animation with brutal boss fights and jaw-dropping hand-drawn art. Every frame feels alive, every soundtrack note swings with energy, and every victory feels like you've conquered a mountain. It's challenging, stylish, and endlessly replayable. But even with the delicious Last Course DLC, fans still crave more. Imagine Cuphead 2 with new animation styles, maybe inspired by the 1940s or 50s era new characters, or a fully co-op adventure where Cuphead and Mugman explore connected worlds. The original team proved they can blend art and difficulty like no one else. Now it's time to expand that brilliance into something even grander. It's been years since the last sip, and trust me, fans are still thirsty for more chaos, charm, and jazz-fueled boss battles.
You're up!
Triangle Strategy quietly became one of the most beloved strategy RPGs on the Switch. With its gorgeous HD 2D visuals, morally complex choices, and intense tactical battles, it scratched that classic Final Fantasy Tactics itch while adding something new consequence. Every decision truly mattered, shaping the story, allies, and even your ending. But the ending left us with endless possibilities. A sequel could explore a new continent, introduce branching multiplayer campaigns, or deepen the moral systems even further. There's a hunger for thoughtful, choice-driven storytelling, and Triangle Strategy 2 could perfect that formula. Square Enix nailed the balance of nostalgia and innovation here. Fans just want another chance to step back onto the battlefield of Norzelia and test their convictions once again.
You'll pay for what you've done to my family! To victory!
Who would have thought working out could be this fun Ring Fit adventure turned fitness into a grand RPG quest, battling monsters, leveling up, and exploring worlds while breaking a real sweat? It was the perfect blend of health, humor, and heroism, and it arrived just when the world needed it most. But one thing's for sure, Ring Fit 2 could be even bigger. Imagine co-op workouts, online leaderboards, and customizable training programs that adapt to your goals. The game already proved Nintendo can make fitness entertaining. Now it's time to make it social, expansive, and story-driven. Fans are ready to stretch again, and a sequel could redefine what gaming exercise means on the next-gen Switch. Remember when ARMS launched and everyone thought, what even is this? Then you played it and it clicked. The stretchy limb combat, the colorful cast, the pure Nintendo weirdness, it was unlike anything else. ARMS was flashy, funny, and surprisingly deep once you mastered its unique rhythm of dodges and punches. It had esports potential, a quirky fanbase, and a style that screamed Saturday morning cartoon. And then silence. No sequel, no updates, just vanished. But imagine what ARMS 2 could do now. Refined combat, expanded movesets, team-based modes, even crossover fighters from other Nintendo worlds. The first game built the foundation. The sequel could turn it into a phenomenon. With modern online play and Switch 2's improved hardware, ARMS 2 could be the comeback that punches harder than ever, literally. Super Mario Odyssey is pure joy, the ultimate expression of creativity and exploration in gaming. From the bustling streets of New Donk City to the mysterious ruins of Sand Kingdom, every moment feels like an invitation to play. It redefined what a Mario adventure could be, open, vibrant, and endlessly replayable. But it's been over 6 years, and fans are begging for more. Imagine an Odyssey 2 with brand new kingdoms, new capture abilities, and even more freedom to explore. Nintendo nailed the formula once, now the possibilities are endless. Whether it's revisiting iconic worlds or traveling to completely new dimensions, Super Mario Odyssey 2 could easily become the next Switch masterpiece. Mario's adventure isn't over, it's just waiting for the next destination on his map.
You could say my habits talk to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon. Oh, this great.
Few games on the Switch feel as stylish and unique as Astral Chain. It's a perfect blend of high-speed combat, futuristic world building, and emotional storytelling. The dual character system controlling both your hero and their legion felt like something straight out of an anime fever dream, yet it worked beautifully in practice. And yet it ended with a world begging for more. The setting, the characters, the cliffhanger, everything screamed sequel potential. Astral Chain 2 could easily expand on its detective gameplay, add deeper combat customization, and explore the aftermath of humanity's battle against the Chimeras. Platinum Games crafted something special here, a rare mix of spectacle and soul. We're ready to return to the Ark, we just need the call to come from Nintendo. There are games that entertain you, and then there's inside a game that haunts you. Minimalist, wordless, yet packed with emotion. It's one of the most powerful indie experiences ever made. Every shadow, every sound, every eerie movement feels deliberate. It's a puzzle platformer that says more through silence than most games do through dialogue. And then it ends. A chilling, unforgettable finale that left players everywhere stunned and desperate for answers. What was that ending? What does it mean? A sequel doesn't have to explain everything, but it could expand this strange universe, explore new themes, or even flip the perspective entirely. Playdead crafted something timeless, with Inside and its absence of a follow-up has only made its legend grow stronger. In a world full of loud, over-the-top sequels, Inside 2 could prove that subtlety and atmosphere still have the power to shake us to our core. Every game on this list shares one thing they touched us, challenged us, and stayed with us long after the credits rolled. From the pure joy of Super Mario Odyssey to the eerie silence of Inside These Worlds deserve to continue not just as sequels, but as stories that remind us why we fell in love with gaming in the first place. Now it's your turn. Which of these games do you think deserves a sequel the most? Or is there another forgotten gem that belongs on this list? If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow Switch fans. Because who knows, maybe if we're loud enough, Nintendo will finally listen.